In this example, figure 1 shows a line L1 with equation y equal x and a curve C with equation y equal 2x minus 1 over 8x squared. The region R shown unshaded in figure 1 is bounded by the line L1, the curve C, and a line L2. Given that L2 is parallel to y-axis and passes through the intercept of C with positive x axis, identify the inequalities that define R. So first we look at the equation of the curve. We can look at the equation L1. So we have L1 will be 2y equal x. So in this scenario, to find where it will be intercepted, we will just need to find y will be we will find the range in terms of if it's bigger or smaller shortly, but it will be x over 2. So we'll come back to this part very shortly. But first we will look at also the equation of the curve. So that will be y equal 2x minus 1 over x squared. So we will equate it to 0 first. So that will give us a common factor of x. And then we would have 2 minus 1 over 8x equal 0. So we'd have either x equal 0 or x will equal, or we would have 2 minus 1 over 8x equals 0. So that would give us 2 equal 1 over 8x. And we will cross multiply. That will give us x to be 1/16, and these will be the values of x in this scenario. So that will tell us that the point where it crosses the x-axis, it will be here, which is 0, 16, and also 0. So now will tell us what would the range would look like. So the first range that we would have in the scenario where x will be bigger, smaller than 16. So that's the first inequality that we will have. Now we will also look at when because it's smaller than 16, we will also look at y where it's x over 2. So that will tell us also it will be either smaller or equal to a half, based on that since, right? R is below L1, but the line is not dotted. So this is why we would have also the second inequality to be y being smaller and equal to x over 2. So that will tell us now we will need to find the third range in terms of the curve. So since R is above the curve and the curve is not dotted, as we can see, the curve is not dotted, and we only have the L1 to be dotted, and this is why it's x over 2 for the first inequality, and the second one is x being smaller than 16. So that will tell us that the last inequality will be y being bigger and equal to 2x minus 1 over 8x squared. So these are the three inequalities that we would have for R. These are the three inequalities that we would have for the unshaded area R. And this will be our answer for this question.